All right, welcome to this episode where we are at doing a reaction. Say what? That wasn't the first reaction of this video, so let's get started, shall we? Hey, welcome to the round table on a square table. Say what? This is where we're going to sit down with Vitruvian Health team members, trainers, myself, unpacking their training plans. Why are they doing what they do? Let's find out. What are the techniques or tips that we could implement right here, right now in our own training experiences? Look at their client success stories and what they've been doing to get people the results, so then you can use that information to help improve your own training, improve your own nutrition, or hack the system, and then also improving your lifestyle literally from this episode. So take notes and enjoy, and let's go. Welcome to Reaction Videos with Carl and Andy. So you're going to watch it as well?
Yeah.
All right, let's watch the first video.
Yeah.
So we got someone walking back with 40 kilos. And, oh. Okay, he saved her life. Literally slid in there, thought he was going to grope, but he actually saved as the plate flipped off. Yeah, I'm a total fan of actually like unracking bars without pins, like clips it sometimes, because I like to show clients how their body moves, because a lot of people are like, I'm totally fine with this bar. It's like, not really. It's actually how a lot of people strain their rectors. Yes, yeah, I've seen it happen a few times. It's happened to me. Usually with like 0.125s or 2.5s, and then it'll fall, and people will be like, I look at them, I'm like, well, if you learn how to unrack and unrack properly, that wouldn't have happened. So usually when we do a consult with someone, it's like, just show me how you warm up. I don't tell people what to do. I get them to show me, because we were looking for where are the gaps in their training. For a lot of people, unracking and racking, there's a lot of wasted energy. Are you satisfied with my reaction? Next one. When your trainer adds burpees in the program. No. Just no. Just no.
Why not?
Just no. Ah! She ran away. She went to set up and ran away. Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. So burpees, you can't progress burpees. So if you want to progress burpees, go faster, go harder, do more reps. People do heaps of like dumbbell stuff. Just technically, it's not an exercise I progress. We've actually had some doctors work with us, and they say, I won't work with you if you do burpees. I'm like, oh, why is that? Because they've actually had cardiovascular or cardiorespiratory issues from burpees, which they would say the vagus nerve gets compressed, it affects people's blood pressure, and they have cardiovascular issues. So they've actually gotten clients from burpees. So for me, I don't use it because I don't see it as a progressive tool. You could use it for metabolic conditioning, but we've got prowlers, we've got sleds, we've got yokes that causes that response, and we can load those up. If you were loading up a burpee, like you'd be jumping up with dumbbells and doing some really random movements, you're better off like just doing 20 rep dumbbell press. It's better, it's a lot safer. Video 3.
Because
it's not about trying, it's about finishing.
The world has taught you
Trying. Yep.
that it's about the try. As long as you try, you're good. Well, at least you tried, because a lot of people are not even doing that. So people make you feel good about getting out the gate, but people don't clap for when you cross the finish line. So you don't cross the finish line because most people don't even start. Yeah. So just by you starting, you're doing more than 80% of the world, but you're not finishing like the top 1%. You're the top 1%. Welcome. You're the top 1%.
People might applaud you when you start, but the real triumph is finishing strong. Your top 1% person, it's about trying. It's interesting, like the back of our shirt says stop trying, take action, you decide. It's interesting, I've had that belief challenged because a lot of the time when people try, it just means their values, like if I'm going to try to do something, if something more valuable to you is up here, you'll do it over that. So a lot of people will say, I've tried everything. Okay, so just to be clear, did you fly to Germany to go see that doctor or that trainer to fix the thing? Most people will be like, no, because I got work the next day. So you haven't tried everything. So people are quick to say try, but really they just haven't actioned. Yet, if you were to break that down, this is where the challenge is in the belief, is that most people don't try 3, 4, 5 things. They do 1 or 2 things and they go, I tried. It's like, no. Trying is actually, the act of trying is really applying hundreds and hundreds of times. Like, how many times did you try to swim, pick up a bike to learn a skill that you now can use? Most people have lost the ability to try hundreds of times to then gain the skill and finish the task. Most people will use the word now try, which is a trigger word that means you gave it 1 or 2 goes, you gave up, and that was it. And now that now fits the narrative that, oh, I gave it a go. You just didn't do it. Like, it's harder for them to admit it, but once they do, they can go, oh, cool, now do the next thing. So they fit the story of, I tried. So yeah, I agree with this. But I'd say for a lot of people, trying is really, it's just a process. What is she training? Carrying the kids. Yeah, I like that. I like these videos and transitions. There's a really good video of a dad, he picks up a kettlebell and it goes through a full 2-minute scene. You're like, what is he training for? It's actually to pick up the kids when he comes back home to lift them up for Christmas. It's really beautiful. Though, I usually use that for pull-ups. I'm like, my goal is to be able to lift my body weight in a pull-up. So strap 100 kilos to me so I can do a pull-up. People are like, but why? It's like, well, if I was on a building and Kate was hanging on to me, I want the ability to pull us both up. So I like that video. If you're tired, rest, but don't quit. Yep, I like that. I agree. But also, you can challenge that and go, what is making you tired? And so, is the pattern you're in, are you doing a task that is not fulfilling you? Could you delegate it? Could you do it differently? Or, for example, are you let's use it for exercise purposes. You do bench press, you're tired, rest. Or those muscles that are fatigued will upregulate in strength and stabilize the opposing muscle. So from bench press, go over to bent over row. So if you don't have time. I don't want to work my upper body so much. Cool, do upper, then lower, because then your blood is being pumped up and down, so it increases metabolic function. So you sweat more, increase core temperature. In training purposes, if you're tired, rest, or superset, be more time efficient. Life? Yeah, just don't quit. I like that. Whoa! Wow, that was 1 second. That was incredible. Easy exercise for back pain and flexibility that can do before bed. I hate and love these videos. Yeah, man, it's great. No, I do not recommend that. Wow, power core workout. Well, if you look at the last second, yeah, 100%. How many takes did that take? No, I don't. No, it's purely viral. It's purely viral. Send it to Eddie and be like, hey, let's do this later. But honestly, just watch Eddie's expression. I'm moving on. If only there was a page dedicated to funny, relatable videos. Bottom stack. She had a peg file, full stack. I had belief that she could have done it. Well played. Well played. So it's funny, in gyms, you find a lot of, it's great. You'll see guys do that weight, and then for ladies, they'll do 1 or 2 pins. But then, you put the guys in adductors. Amy and I, it's great. I'll be doing adductors. I'll be 47 kilos. I'm like, oh. And then Amy's like, dude, are you warming up? I'm like, no, that was really hard, 20 reps. She's like, 84. And she'll just be like this. God, you're so weak. I can't believe you trained me. Oh, such a disgrace. I'm like, I'll be better. She's like, be better now. She's like, stop trying, take action. All right, next one. Bodybuilders flexing, powerlifters. Hang on, did he have his partner there? I'll watch that again. So, bodybuilders flexing for 90% of the workout. Yep. Especially with the tops off. Powerlifters resting for 30 minutes between sets. Yeah, his partner is in the towels. That'd be even funny if it was just a powerlifter who's also resting, not his partner. High schoolers crowding the benches for 2 hours. Yes, get off the benches. Do your set, get off, and let someone else bench press. But hey, at Vitruvian Health, we don't have that problem. Because no hassle, no fuss.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. But like, it was huge pet peeve in the gyms.
Out of all of these, who are you?
Combination, yeah, I'm a powerlifter.
30 minutes?
Like, I will train and like, I'll rest 2 to 5 minutes per set because I'll chat. Caffeine users. Yep. Gym couples doing literally everything. Yeah, well, at the moment, with Kate being pregnant, I do everything with her. So I train Kate like 4 or 5 times a day, 5 times a week. It's just easier for her mentally. Like I can do massage, trigger point release. So I would train with couples because Kate loves that. Guy using his phone 90% of the workout. Yeah, that's me resting in time. Like I'll work as I do it. To this sweaty guy. Oh, gross. The heartbroken guy lifting heavy weights to forget about it. That's great. Ego lifter hogging all the plates. Nope, don't have him here. Girls training legs 5 days a week. I train upper and lower 5 times a week. So I train full body. That was a really good video. I liked it. It's also Powerpuff Girls theme music. I like that. How I feel knowing I've got to keep filming reels every day like a 16-year-old so I can sell my grown-up services. That's funny. What do you mean that's how it feels every day? We don't even do that!
Technically, we cram it all into one video.
Yeah, we do our filming in a day, not daily. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people do. They think they've got to film daily. And so, like, they don't have a schedule or plan. Biggest thing that's going to have an impact is, like, results focused, purpose driven. Like, what is your purpose? And then have a massive action plan. Like, cram it all in. Like, film 1-2 times in a month. It's so much easier. Because then you can focus on other high value tasks. The real reason you're training like a weenie. Push yourself to failure. Bet the logbook. Get 1% better every week. Yep. Yeah, subtle improvements. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, I can't gain muscle because of genetics. Yeah, most people just don't push themselves enough consistently over a long period of time. Like, most people train at absolute failure, train close to failure. Like, the 4 fundamentals for results when it comes to building muscle and getting stronger is progressive overload over time. That can be reps, sets, tempo, load. Controlled full range of motion, so working through a full range. Well, technically it's 3. And then time under tension, so tempo, like 1 up, 4 down. Most people don't do a 1 up, 4 and the 4 second down tempo. And so the time under tension on that muscle for a typical 10 reps is 30 seconds. You want to be hitting like 40 to 75 seconds. So that 1 up, 4 down is a higher time under tension. And the last one is no pain. And the thing is, fundamentally, if you don't train to pain, you only have 3 things to worry about. If you lift at the same tempo, then you don't have to count different numbers. It's the same thing. Then you don't have to worry about training through full range of motion, progressive overload. But if you always train through full range of motion, because strength is the ability to control full range, then you don't have to worry about progressive overload. Like, can I add a rep today, or do I want to go heavier? Like, so we got some guys, they're like, they'll hit their like 10 rep target, and they're like, I'm like, oh, what's up? Do you want to do more weight or more reps? They're like, I'd rather do more weight because then I have to do less reps and it's over and done with quicker. Yeah, though you did that last week, so let's do more reps. Like, I knew you would say that. Fun fact, Anna, I know Anna. She is amazing human, super lovely, love her stuff. Principles of fat loss aren't overly complex. Overrated keto, intermittent fasting. Yep. Fat burners. Underrated, yep, sleeping 7 to 9 hours, strength training, stress management, high protein diet, staying hydrated, and walking. Yeah, those are all underrated. I'd say sleep's the most underrated thing. It's funny, I do say 7 to 9 hours, but I'm at the point where I just say to people, do you sleep 8 hours? Like, I'd sleep 7. Do you, 8? Like 7, 8? So no? They're like, no. It's like, yeah, and most people classify sleep as, I go to bed at 10, and I wake up at 6. They go, I get 8 hours. It's like, You go to bed at 10, you probably fall asleep within 30 minutes, then wake up middle of the night, so it's unbroken, so you're only really getting 6.5 to 7 hours. So sleep is super underrated. I'd probably say it is sleep, walking, because that clears the head, stress management, weight training, food, water, and then stress management. Because a lot of the time people, usually when you start training, people then work on the hydration and nutrition. So what is the one thing that would have the greatest effect for you? The most underrated one is sleep.
Mama, can I please give me some juice?
Yes, in 1 minute, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Mama, Alexa, please put the timer for 1 minute.
1 minute.
I love
starting now.
Yeah. That'll teach the parent to be mindful of what they say. That is a great video. I love the daughter. There's Alexa.
What if your
Then you're in trouble.
kid will do that?
Yeah, probably. I'll teach him. I'll give him a stopwatch. But the cool thing about that though, like it's funny that she's like pulls the face, right? So how many times it'll teach like to honor your word. I think a lot of the time people get frustrated as they say something. Like before we did this video, Andy's like, I was ready to film it. Okay, how long is it going to take? He's like, probably 10 minutes or so. I'm like, cool. So I went for a 10-minute walk, came back, boom, we're ready to go. Alrighty, round 2.
Wait, that's it. We gotta end it.
Good to end it.
Yeah, like just say, yeah, thanks for watching.
And thanks for watching. Till next time.